It's a workout.
Hey, KOZ men, TJ Graney.
KOZ Nation, Rick McGee.
Hey, it's October, and the activity always in October is archery, which is something, you know, Rick, there's so many parts to this that tie together, but your passion is bow hunting. I've just spent 5 days with you in Virginia, and every corner we went around, every patch of woods, you said, I hunted that wood for a while. I had a bow stand in that woods for a while. And it's just been a passion of yours for, I don't know, since you were young, maybe?
Oh, it has been. I was shooting a bow, killed my first deer with a bow, 18, 19 years old. So all of my adult life, I've been bow hunting. And it's just one of those things that's just captured me. I love to shoot a bow. And our boys love to shoot bows. You leaders, many of you are bow hunters and are just enjoy 3D archery shooting. So
even the guys that don't, anytime you bring out the Genesis bows, which if you need bows, please get in touch with us, because we have your connection to the Genesis bows for the right price and all the gear. But it's just shooting the bow. There's just something. Now, yeah, there's something special when you hear that arrow hit its target when you're deer hunting.
Well, and that deer walking through the woods, it's got to get close to you. That's what makes archery hunting so special. And it's been around a long time. Our scripture this month is Genesis 21:20, and it's speaking of Ishmael, which has got its own story to it. But God was with the boy, and he grew up, and he lived in the wilderness and became an expert with a bow. And he didn't have what we have for archery now. There were no Genesis bows. This was he
probably made it himself, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he was alone with his mom, right?
That's right. That's right. Dad had peeled off, and like many of our boys, and you guys get to be that coach and that guide for that boy. And you can speak into this. Scripture talks about a boy who didn't have a dad in his life, and he became an expert with a bow. Incredible.
Yep, an expert with the bow. And your boys, all the boys love shooting the bows. And if you have the older boys, if you've been doing this a while, you may know it, but move to the next level with them. Put them in hunting situations. Put them in a tree stand. Put them in a bow stand. Get some, what are the stands that you guys use where you go up the trees? The
climbing stand. Show them how to do that stuff.
Show them the safety part of strapping your harnesses in and all that kind of stuff. There's so many parts and pieces to this being a hunting. And the other thing, Don Disco in Austin, he did a whole thing about teaching Olympic shooting, where he put the targets out at 70 yards and did some stuff with that the boys can actually go to the Olympics. They can work their way through college. There's archery clubs all over the place. There's a fellowship of archery users that don't necessarily hunt, but love to shoot the bow. So push into the bow, and this is a great month. It's a month to rally new boys. Every boy loves shooting the bows. Hey, another thing I wanted to mention to you is, you know, we used to have these knives that were like, they were not really knives that you want to give a boy. They were pretty.
They ended up being a little cheaper than we thought.
Yeah, they fell apart and stuff. But we got this really cool knife now, and it has this, you know, these elements.
Swiss Army type knife.
Yeah, and this is for like gutting a squirrel or something. I don't know what that's for. But they're really cool. If you don't have knives for your boys, we shopped really long and hard for these. And but anyway, boys need knives. It might be a Christmas idea as you go into the holiday season with your boys and get ready for the give back and deer hunting season and all that stuff. But anyway, man, we love you guys. We just, man, I don't know.
So enjoy being with you on the Zoom call. Be watching for the Zoom call.
Fourth Monday of every month.
And just be looking for that communication. If you haven't seen it, check with us. Make sure we've got the right email address. It is an amazing time of hanging out with other men like-minded And when you get this recorded video, we're going to be fast approaching the roundups in Virginia and in Texas. So get signed up if you're not already signed up. Those things are filling up. They may not even be available by the time this is recorded. So, or this recording goes out. So jump into those.
Yep, check the calendar on the website. Check all the other resources we make available for you. We love you guys. We are on your team. This is Team KOZ. Regulators,
Mount up.